Hello, my name is Jacob Jansarak. I am team number 18, and my project is the interactive enrichment for Kia birds at the Cincinnati Zoo. Kia birds are very intelligent mountain parrots from New Zealand. The Cincinnati Zoo wanted to create an interactive enrichment experience between the Kia birds and visitors to the zoo. I did this with my project by creating a copy and repeat game, where on one side, the visitor's side, there would be push buttons, and the visitor would input a signal by pressing those push buttons, and then the Kia bird would press the corresponding push buttons, and the visitor would then see if the Kia bird got that right. This is my circuit design for the project. Side is the visitor side circuit, consisting of 4 push buttons that act as an input pattern. So the visitor will press those 4 push buttons in whatever pattern they want, and then if they press all 4, it would automatically go to the other side. But if they press like 2 or 3, they can press the push button. There are also 2 LEDs on the visitor side, which at the end of the game, if the Kia bird and the visitor patterns match, the green LED will turn on. If those patterns do not match, the red LED will turn on. On the right side, you have the side circuit consisting of 4 LEDs, which go with 4 corresponding push buttons. Those 4 LEDs will turn on depending on what the input pattern is. The Kia bird would then press those corresponding push buttons for the LED, and then press the 5th enter push button, which also has its own LED, so that the Kia bird knows to press that one since it's on. This is the logic flow diagram for my project. I do not currently have the project with me, but I made these models to go through this logic flow diagram with you. So this is the visitor side, and this is the Kia bird side. So step 1, you press a push button and then on the visitor side, and then the corresponding LED on the Kia bird side will turn on. So if I press the yellow push button on the visitor side, the yellow LED on the Kia bird side will turn on. So you keep on doing that until all 4 push buttons have been pressed, or until you press the enter button. So once all 4 push buttons have been pressed, or the enter button has been pressed on the visitor side, this orange LED marking that event has occurred will turn on, so the Kia bird knows that they can start pressing their push buttons. So say green, yellow, and red were pressed on the visitor side, and then the enter button, those LEDs will light up in that order, and then the Kia bird will press those corresponding push buttons on their side. So once they press green, so if the Kia bird presses green, yellow, red, and then their enter push button, which is right next to this orange LED, if that matches on the visitor side, the green LED will turn on. If it does not match, the red LED will turn on. This is my Gantt chart, starting from the top. Research parts, ordering parts, and their arrival occurred in November. While I was waiting for the parts to arrive, I was working on the schematic design and designing the circuit on my computer. Once the parts arrived, I implemented that circuit. The next step was designing the outer case, which I was planning to do over spring break. That did not occur because a friend was supposed to teach me SolidWorks, but that did not happen because of coronavirus. And besides that, I don't have a 3D printer, so even if I do that, I can't 3D print the case. So then also in January, I was doing the code development and testing and debugging that code and implementing it on my circuit.